I pray for her because she just needs Jesus. She say that she's cool with him, but she definitely needs Jesus. I'm just done. It's a lot of deeper stuff. Watch the reunion. I'm gonna let it out. I'm gonna let it be known.
Welcome back to Housewives Nightcap. After so much talk about her from the other peaches, we are excited to welcome this peach for the first time. Welcome, Marlo.
Hi, ladies. Hi, Lauren and Emily.
Marlo, we have been waiting to have you on because, like Emily said, there's been talk. So now we need your side of the story, of the stories, because like I said, there's a lot of talk. But first things first, you're finally a housewife. This is your first official season as a housewife. How has it been?
It feels amazing. I'm just so excited. Something that a lot of people don't know, just let me clarify that, because I know it's been a lot of talk like, oh, she's so excited to get this peach. She's waited a decade. I was offered a peach before and I didn't take it at the time. So let them just clear that she's so desperate for it. Because if I was so desperate, I would have accepted 10 years ago, okay? So I just want to be clear on all the people that are saying I'm so desperate for the peach. But it does feel amazing. I feel the timing wasn't right then, but it's amazing now. I'm loving it. I'm embracing it. I'm supporting it. And I'm feeling real peachy.
I love it. So, Marlo, we know that you're still super close with Nene. Has she given you any advice on this season, how to manage these ladies?
No, she hasn't at all. She has not given me any advice how to manage these ladies.
She's like, I'm staying out of that.
Yeah, like I just remember what she taught me along the way and what she told me about them.
There you go to sip the cocktail. You're like, oh, a little tea, and then sip the cocktail. Well, you just cleared the air about like the women calling you a little desperate. Now, Kandi, though, she said you got the peach and you started throwing it at people. And so what's your reaction to that?
This is my reaction to that. Let's be real. You know you're Marlo. If you watch the show, correct?
Yes, of course we do. It's Housewives Nightcap. We love
exactly.
Housewives.
So listen, you know I don't have the best delivery, right? I've never had it for 10 years, right?
And you admit that. You do admit that.
I don't. I admit, like, shit, I need to take like an etiquette class, how to deliver. Or maybe I should start hiring like an interpreter to be there with me. Like, I'm saying this, but can you say it better? My delivery is awful. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. But one thing I would say, you guys have to say, I have not changed. You see me more now, so you get more of it. I've never been shy. I've never been one to hold back what I'm thinking. So it's like, I'm so confused when people are saying, oh, she's getting the peach. Girl, I say this, Kandi, you and I fussed for 10 years. Kenya, you and I fussed for 10 years. I'm over it. So it's not me changing. It's not getting the peach. It's just that you get to see me more. So what you see in me more, you just see more of me not delivering the message as pretty as some want me to deliver it.
So going off of that, though, with Kandi, you said some things in the start of the season that she was not happy about. You called her a hoe.
First of all, Kandi was a damn hoe. She everybody for free. Yeah. That bitch was a hoe and that pussy wasn't good, and that's why you right here always got the date underneath your tax bracket, okay? Preach.
You know what? I'm going to say this. I regret, I take back calling her a whore. What other name can I use for her? Not whore. Okay, let me just be clear with the Kandi thing as well. I'm going to take my time and try and word all this better, okay?
Right.
So with Kandi, I've known Kandi, Lauren, longer than all the girls in our circle. I used to date her godbrother. So with Kandi, I don't feel like she's new. Like I can't say what I want to say to her. I feel like I can say whatever I'm thinking to you. We're a little more intimate and closer than these other girls. So I feel if I'm thinking something, I'm going to tell Kandi. I'm not going to hold it back. But now keep in mind, the other girls in the circle say, oh, I'm not going to say this to Kandi. I'm not going to do this. But look, Kandi, for 10 years, y'all have talked about me dating an older white man, where I get my money from. Where I get my money from, Kandi originally started that. I went on her show, Speak On It with Charles Grant, and her first thing was, where you get your money from? Who the hell asked that? But guess what? That's been an unfair fight ever since. Because when Kandi asks me that, everywhere I go, every interview, where do you get your money from? And I feel that's disrespectful and distasteful.
Right.
But get back on the subject, back to the whore. How do I feel about that? I don't feel she's a whore. I just feel she's experienced. That's it.
Okay, what about the tax bracket comment? Because I don't know if you saw Todd. He made like a little remark about it on Watch What Happens Live.
Listen, I love Todd to pieces. Todd and I, we can hang, we can go out and drink. I hate that Todd always gets in the middle of our stuff. When I'm mad at her, I gotta state facts. But I love Todd to death. He's always been super amazing. We've just connected. We have a connection like no other. And I think Todd gets me more than Kandi. But as in tax bracket, I totally feel she does date under her tax bracket. That's just being honest. And other people feel that, but they don't want to say it. I mean, I just feel Kandi loves to be in control, and nothing's wrong with that. A lot of us women are making more money than our men. And we do have women who want to be in control. Shit, I'm one of them. I like to be in control. I'm just not going to date under my tax bracket. That's just not me. Unless he just puts a spell over me.
I've never even heard this, like date under your tax bracket.
I'm just saying, it's the things I say, you guys, you have to say. When you hang out with me now, you have to say, damn, that is true. But maybe she could have said this word instead. It's just the truth. And I realized, damn, should I come on here and lie? Do I need to lie? Like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I love Kandi. She's such a hard worker. She's an entrepreneur. She's everything. She's so sweet, has a great husband. I can give you that. She is that. But come on, let's tell the truth. What would Wendy Williams say? Will Wendy Williams tell the truth? You accept her truth, right?
So have you ever dated under your tax bracket?
Have I ever? Yes. Definitely in high school, middle school, yes. They got less allowances than me.
Okay.
Now let's clear this up. It's not like I go and say, hey, what do you make? Right. I look like money, so I attract money. I don't attract broke. I don't. I just think a broke man would be intimidated to talk to me.
So that's how we find them, Lauren. We need to start looking like money. This is what we need to do. We need to elevate.
You look like money, you attract money.
Oh my God. Okay, so we got to ask about Kenya. What?
Oh, wait, Marlo, what was that?
I say Tylenol, please.
How do you feel about Kenya right now? Is there a world where you want you and her to be cool, to make peace?
You know what? Forget Kenya. Kenya is not for me. Like, I'm not coming on her dressing as you, sending you invites, and I see that you're the same person. And if you really want to keep it 100, last year at the reunion, you guys don't remember I had told Andy? He said, so do you trust Kenya? And what did I tell him? No, I don't trust her. I'm trying to get to know her, but I don't trust her because she's so good with her words. She so knows how to sit here and say, she's such an evil person. She's such a bad, but tell what you did. Did you ever celebrate me or tell me, Marlo, congratulations, you finally got that peach, sis? Did you ever say, oh my God, I'm so proud of you at La Archive? No, you came to La Archive to beat all the other girls to critique it. And you ran right away. I was like, oh, she spelled it wrong. You're not a friend. You're not a true, authentic, sincere friend. I'm sorry, you're just not.
I feel like you both are saying the same things about each other. So maybe it's just like, it's just not a connection with you two.
It's not. It's definitely not, and I'm okay with it. I pray for her because she just needs Jesus. She say that she's cool with him, but she definitely needs Jesus. I'm just done. I feel that we're both two strong personalities. Yeah. And it's a lot of deeper stuff. Watch the reunion. I'm gonna let it out. I'm gonna let it be known what it is. But it's even more. But as of now, you got why it is what it is. I mean, the gloves are off.
Yeah.
Are you worried about going not up against, but like also Kandi and Kenya both said, watch the reunion, like the gloves are coming off when it comes to you. And now you're saying the same thing.
Oh no, I've been in the gym. I've been eating my wings.
I'm ready. You're ready. And we saw Kenya kind of criticize you about your nephews and what you were going through with them and deciding to have them live with your sister. How have you kind of take that criticism from her and other people online? Because some people have said, like, what's going on with that?
You know what, Lauren and Emily? People have been awful with it.
Yeah.
Marlo Hampton, who you've known for 10 years, right? single, fabulous, over the top, extra sis, whatever. Just auntie. Call, you get a gift, you get school clothes, you get presents. I get a phone call 3 years ago. Auntie, we need you to come pick us up. I'm in a boot. I just had bunion surgery. I'm like, okay, got to pick them up. I tell my assistant, hey, let's go pick up my nephews. I'm not even supposed to be out of the bed. I thought the pickup was like pickup for the weekend. I didn't know pickup forever. Your life has changed. So if it took me 3 years to have that breaking point, to have a moment like, hey, something I'm doing is not right. Something, I just needed a reset, a recharge. I needed to sit and talk to other parents. I need therapy. I don't know what's going on right now because I just jumped in like, I got this. I can do it. And after 3 years, I need a break and I need to call my little sister, who's a mother of 4 young boys that lives with her fiance, who's a male, that these boys I know will be safe and protected. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry because guess what? I needed that time for me. I needed a reset. I really needed to talk to other girlfriends who had children. I needed to do what I did, went and see a therapist. I hired a life coach. I needed a moment. I was at a breaking point. So do I just break and be like, oh, get out, go to foster care? Or do I break and say, okay, I'm not sending them to foster care. Sis, I need you for a minute. I think I went so fast these 3 years. I don't know what the hell I'm doing now. They're not listening to me. They're getting really spoiled. They're being too privileged. I need a break right now. I need a moment to just figure this out.
Right.
And guess what? Everyone took it right. Oh, she kicked them out. So it was just really, I mean, it was just bad. I can see how bad they went online if I had them go to foster care. And I was like, oh, you just get out of here. Because I called my little sister, and keep in mind now, they're at my sister's. I'm calling as teachers every day still. I'm checking on their homework still. I'm paying for them to get back and forth to school still. I'm like, Crystal, don't tell them I'm calling. Are they asking about me? I was so upset because William wasn't thinking about me. He was on Roblox all day. He wasn't doing his homework. So it was like they wasn't here, but I was still stressing and worried about them.
Right.
So for everyone who's saying all that negative stuff, screw them, because no one talked about the 3 years how hard I went. The 3 years, I didn't hesitate when my sister Emily or Lauren called and said, hey, I need you to get my kids. I was like, I'm there right then and there. You know what the hell I was getting into. Didn't know this is permanent.
Right.
I feel I've done a damn good job. And I thank God for that break, because that break has helped us. We're doing great.
Yeah.
We're along better. We're communicating better. The 3 of us see the life coach together. We're at an amazing place in our household.
So the kids are back because we saw that you had a horrible experience recently. You were burglarized. How are you feeling after that? It sounded like it was really traumatic.
Oh, no, was it? William was literally right here on this couch, and my door is over there. So my youngest nephew was definitely right here on the couch, and people thought that we were still in Houston celebrating Michael's 15th birthday, because I posted when I landed that I was here, like, still in Houston, but we were back home. And 2.5 hours after we got home, my door was kicked in. So it was bad. It's still bad. I haven't slept since. So I take cat naps, and it's just the point of someone to come into your home and violate it. And
horrible.
My emotions go back and forth, because it's like, am I protecting the boys? Did I protect them? And just to know that you have that much disrespect and just don't care to kick in a door.
Have you reached out to Dorit or like any of the other housewives that have had this experience? Because it does seem like, being on a show, it seems like sometimes these people target people. I don't know.
I tell you the love that I've gotten from other women on the show, other women in the entertainment business that have reached out and told me the same group of people burglarized their homes, from entertainers, from one of the young ladies married to the medicine. She reached out to me. Lil Yachty's mom reached out to me. It was so many women shared that they had the same experience. And it was from the same group of people. So it was just super sad. If I name some of the names, they don't want to talk about it. And I don't know why. It's crazy. I even told the girls when it first happened, I sent them a text like, hey, I can't give you all the details because it's under investigation, but be careful what you post when you're posting.
Yeah, that's important.
It's gonna take time though.
It's still so scary. And I'm glad that the ladies on Real Housewives of Atlanta, like they were supportive.
No, not that many. I mean, one or two of them sent the text, but we had Cynthia Bailey, Sanya, Drew. They picked up the phone and they called me because I just feel no matter what, we've been friends over 10 years. If Kandi, if Kenya ever would have texted something like that, Marlo Hampton was calling.
Right.
I was calling. I was sending somebody from a security. I was doing whatever I can do to help. I would have probably just sent the Cash App, like, hey, this is just to help. I was calling. That was not a text. And these girls are so mad at me. My nephews and I got a door kicked in. They couldn't even call. They just hearted the message and, oh, I'm glad you're okay. And Kandi was like, oh, this has happened. She told Kenya this has happened on the text to several people. I'm like, oh, okay. But they just haven't said anything about it. So with me, I'm just different. I realize I have to love people and I have to accept them for who they are. But with me, any of them, it happens to, it's a phone call. And that's just
right.
It's a phone call and it's showing up and it's showing out. It's not a text, I'm glad you're okay. Like, I'm not okay. I don't even sleep at night. I'm still crying. I'm nervous. When Michael goes out the door, I hear the beep, who's that? What's that door? I'm yelling in the middle of the night. So it's like, I'm not okay. And like my therapist said, I'm not going to be okay for a while, but I will get there.
Yeah. Well, listen, Marlo, we loved catching up with you. We are happy you're healthy and safe. And we are so excited for the reunion and that you got your peach this season.
I have a question. Whose side are you on at this fight, at this reunion?
I'm Switzerland. I am Switzerland.
We can't take
Switzerland.
You know why we can't take sides? Because then our YouTube viewers call us out because they'll say, oh, you took a side and then you're having that person on and they get mad at us. So we have to
just text me when you hang up whose side. I know it's my side.
I will say I'm glad after this conversation I understand you more.
Same.
Yes.
Same. I do have more compassion for your situation.
Thank you so much.
1,000%. And I think everyone else will. So
yeah, because one thing about it, it's my delivery, and that's what I'm working on. And
good.
It's not letting someone else control me and get me so upset.